as long as they're in power.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't going to go back.
It's draining. It's
Yeah.
draining.
So, and of course, I protected my faculty really didn't know what was going on.
I think sometimes being toxic workplaces, but then I think also other factors also determine. I think there's something called endurance and patience, because it's not very easy to walk away from an organization, especially when you have bills to pay, you have a family to support. Those are other things we have to factor in. And
Which is why, actually, and I tell this to people, you can never get upset when somebody chooses not to leave because they have responsibilities that override that. In my life, I have had a partner who could support me. Okay, but if you're the secretary and you're supporting your family and there's a bully, as long as it doesn't make you sick, as long as you can survive that, because people have responsibilities. Sometimes I tell people, if it's really detrimental and it's against your integrity, it's against what you feel, then start looking for a job, okay, because you still have to support your family, and you're absolutely correct about that. Really important. So to not criticize, because sometimes we criticize people, and you don't know what else they have to deal with in the background.
I mean, through all the tumult, how do you translate that? Tumult.
Tumult is
Tumult, yeah.
It is?
Yeah, tumult.
All right.
tumult. Yeah.
Balagan? Yeah.
Tumult. You loved it.
I love what I was doing.
Yeah.
I
You loved
love the students, I love the faculty.
You loved the politics. I mean, you loved it. Because, I mean,
I don't love the politics, but I manage the politics.
I would, what's the word? I don't know. Because you guys could have had Schuster and Associates, nice private practice.
We
And
Move to Schuster.
and
I couldn't practice with him. We decided that, 35 years ago.
could have had two different locations. But you loved it.
I loved what I did. I love the students, I love the residents, I love starting in. So here's the pearls. Know yourself, your strengths, your weaknesses, and your goals. Right? Understand your values and your limits. Richard can send you all this. Understand that when taking a firm position, you may win or you may lose. Right? Either one. You accept the loss or failure as part of leadership and take time to understand the discordant issues and develop your strategy. Take time to think about it.
Looking back now, do you kind of regret not having been able to stay, or do you feel like,
Yes.
okay,
Yes, I'm not happy with what's going on. The leadership there is not as student involved. I knew my students. I got to teach a little bit. Students and faculty were really important to me. And we were growing something, and we hadn't finished growing it yet. But it was a lot of work. No question about that.
Just one more pearl. You kind of implied this, but I'm just going to restate it. That is, when do you compromise? If you look at all the cases that Barbara's gone over here, it's a question of compromise. When do you compromise? How do you compromise? When do you compromise your values, and when do you not compromise your values?
Prioritize your values.
And prioritize them, okay? Prioritize your values. And there's no simple answer to this, but you will, in your careers, be challenged over and over again. And sometimes you should compromise, because it's a small thing. Many people would have said, for Barbara's case with the hospital and the residents, that she should have compromised. Instead of giving up her job, she should have said, fine, we'll deal with it, okay? She said no, she wouldn't, and I'm not telling her she was wrong with that. But some people would say no, she was stubborn, okay? And so you will face this over and over again in your careers. And sometimes you will be stubborn, and you have to recognize that maybe you'll lose your job as a consequence. And you have to be ready for that and the consequences of that. Other times, maybe you should compromise, and you have to think about it. Right?
I think it depends, first of all, on the type of personality we're dealing with, the leader, and second of all, how you can deal after you compromise. If you're ready enough to deal with the consequences of your compromise. Because some really fail, they take
Right.
decisions and eventually they do fail.
Right.
So
But you always have to consider the risks. And personal risks are high, right? And that becomes a real issue for many of the people who I've worked with or who have worked for me.
And each of you is going to be confronted with situations
Yeah,
like this.
big and small.
This is the real world.
And you're gonna do it your way, because it's your Myers-Briggs, okay? Not my Myers-Briggs. Well, thanks very much for
Thank
participating.
you.